I took them out 10-pin bowling with friends, which allowed me to try an activity that I hadn't done for quite a long time.
To be able to see shapes and outlines when I go outdoors was just revelationary.
My name is Stephen Hicks. I run a research group at the University of Oxford where we've been developing smart glasses for visual impairment for about 5 years. We've been running trials for about 18 months with the RNIB, and they've been designed to take the glasses that we built in our lab and build a portable system which we could loan out to people.
My name is Red Sale and I've got retinitis pigmentosa. I guess I've probably got about 3% of what normal eyesight is, so it's a bit like staring through a keyhole into a misty room. RNIB got in touch with me then. Very excitingly, about 6 weeks later, a large box turned up. It was one of those big camera boxes with lots of electronic bits packed in foam. The glasses themselves are a bit like one of those viewfinders that any of us who grew up in the 1970s and 80s might remember. I strapped the contraption onto my head and it was wonderful. I had a lovely walk around the local streets, didn't bump into anything.
The smart glasses work by enhancing any of the remaining vision that people have. We have a camera system that detects objects that are important, such as an obstacle or a person's face, and we project that on the inside of a pair of lenses. What I'm really interested in seeing is whether people have been able to go to places that they found a little bit more of a challenge, or places like bars or bowling alleys, and get a better feel of their environment.
My name's Nigel Manette. I've got diabetic retinopathy, which means that I've got peripheral vision in my right eye and very reduced vision in my left eye. When I first started losing my vision, obviously I lost a lot of activities that I was able to do when I was full-sighted, such as bowling and meeting just friends out for a drink in the bar.
So the glasses have a number of different settings. First of all, we have a low light setting which just looks at the distance to objects, and it sort of shows them like a 3D image. But then they have richer settings, like a high contrast one which turns everything into a cartoon, and then just a straightforward color mode which allows someone to zoom in and pause images just like a normal camera would.
It really did help my game a lot because it allowed me to see exactly what was around me, where the ball was, how to pick up the ball, and also be able to see what pins were at the end of the alley by zooming in with the function on the smart glasses.
People have said a lot of different things, like the glasses have given them confidence to walk around parks and meet people, and really what's really quite touching is the ability to recognise faces better.
There's 2 chocolate muffins, 2 things that they're raspberry and I think they're cheesecakes.
Just to be able to sit down and for the first time since they were about 2 or 3 years old, to be able to see my daughter's faces clearly really was quite moving and something I didn't think I was going to be able to do again. For more information, email smartglasses@rnib.org.uk or visit oxsight, that's oxsight.co.uk.
Smart glasses have been developed as a prototype product by RNIB and Oxford University. They're not suitable for all eye conditions and require some guidance and training before using alone.
RNIB, supporting people with sight loss.